So I think I cracked the code on why a lot of men today don't have any friends. I think I cracked the code. I think I get it now. I think I finally understand. And I've been seeing it for the past few years. I've been noticing certain trends with men, and I get it now. I get it. A lot of men don't have friends nowadays because a lot of men are bitch made. A lot of men are hoes. A lot of men are women. A lot of men are sweet. A lot of men are jealous of other men. A lot of men are envious of other men. That's why a lot of men don't have friends nowadays, especially when it comes to the real ones. Like me, I'm a real one. I'm going to toot my horn every single time because I'm built like that. A lot of men don't have friends because a lot of men out here nowadays are they just outright just females, man. Like you can be going out with a dude to go see some girls, and he'll just be outright. You know how some dudes get when pretty girls come around, or when girls come around at all. They start cracking jokes on you. They trying to get a one up to impress the girls there, trying to embarrass you, trying to make themselves look good, and don't let them know anything personal about you. Oh, he's putting that all on the table to make you look like, you know, a simp, a wimp, or whatever else. That's how men operate nowadays. There's no camaraderie anymore. There's no sense of I guess menship anymore. That shit is gone. That ship is sailed, long gone. And then don't let you also be a man of status. And when I say status, I'm talking about, you know, financial, looks, money, physical appearance, shape. I'm talking about all of it. Men are gonna despise you. Men are not gonna want to be your friend. I experience it all the time. Ever since I've glowed up and grew into myself, grew into my facial features and really put on a nice physique. I started to notice that there are very, 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 very little men who want to genuinely be my friend. And a lot of y'all probably gonna say, well, it's probably because you cocky. It's probably you damn right I'm cocky. Or it's probably because you think you better than it. Nah, it ain't that. I'm better than people because I put the work in. That's why I'm better than people. If another man thinks I'm better than him, do something about it then. Maybe that's something that you lacking. When I see somebody pull up in a Lambo, when I see somebody pull up in a Porsche, when I see somebody pull up in a Bentley, I'm not thinking about hating on that man. Guess what I'm doing? Hey, how you doing, sir? Hey, yeah, that's a nice car, man. I like it. I like cars, and I was just watching a video about Porsche the other day. Like, what kind of Porsche is this? Oh, it's a GTS. Man, I really want one of those. What do you do? That's how I approach it. And if they standoffish, cool. I understand. If they friendly, cool. But I'm not going around hating on the next man or being jealous of the next man. I'm trying to see exactly what he did to get where he needs to be. How much money does it take for you to be able to afford that Porsche GTS? I need to know. How much do I need to make to be able to afford that Lamborghini? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm not trying to count your pockets. I'm not trying to, none of that. But you'll have men now, like they'll probably spit on your car. They'll spit on your car. They'll look you up and down. They'll look at you like, who this guy think he is? Who like that's how guys are nowadays. They don't A lot of men don't want to do better. When men see me, I automatically come off as intimidating because of my physique. I carry myself a certain kind of way. I'm really no nonsense. Yeah, I crack a smile here and there. I crack a joke here and there, hee hee ha ha with you a little bit. But for the most part, I'm very firm and stern in who I am. I'm very confident in who I am. I know who I am. I know where I'm headed, and I know what I won't tolerate from not a woman or a man or a child or anybody. And because I'm very confident in who I am, people can see that. People pick up on that. So instead of trying to see how you can be like that, or what did I go through to make me this way, or what does it take to become like this, they'll rather hate. Men don't want to. That's why men are in the predicament that they're in. It's part of the reason. Men don't want to learn from other men. And I'm not talking about you guys who take the time out your day and watch my videos and listen to, the advice and the motivation and the wisdom that I'm giving you. I'm not talking about you guys. Obviously you taking the time out your day to get that wisdom and get that knowledge. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the guys who would rather hear doom and gloom to fit how they feel on the inside. They would rather feel like there is no way to go. They'd rather hate on the next man, be like, how he get that? He don't deserve that. Why he get a Lambo? Why he get a Porsche? Because he worked for it. He doing what you're not willing to do. And that's the problem. A lot of men, they don't want to put in the work because that's the hard part. The easy part is hating. It's so easy to hate. It's so easy to be jealous of the next man because of what he driving or what he look like. He look better than you. Okay, if he look better than you, guess what? You got to get some money. If he taller than you, guess what? You need to be driving around a S-Class Mercedes. And if you look better than him, and he driving around the S-Class Mercedes, guess what? You need to get your money up. See, we as men, we don't have everything put together. And quite frankly, we'll probably never ever have everything put together. But that's what your fellow man has always been for. Your fellow man has always been, a place of reference. That's what the friend groups has always been for. That's what menship has always been about. That's what the brotherhood has always been about. We could always call, a friend who was in a better predicament than us and call them for advice. Hey, how did you start that business? How are you making 30K a month? How are you making 50K a month? How are you doing this? Or I'm trying to start I'm trying to design this website. What kind of code did you use? Or, even in relationship, hey, I'm dealing with this right now, man. Like, have you ever been through this? Or if you got kids, hey, man, like my kid is doing this, that, and the third. Like, have you ever experienced this? That shit don't exist no more. And it probably started to cease to exist, before I even came into adulthood, but now it's definitely null and void, especially with my generation. See, I would be labeled as like a zennial. Like I'm at the end tail of millennials at the beginning of Gen Z. So I'm like a zennial. So I see how the interactions are. I see, what it is and what it ain't. I see it. And then even if, like, here's the thing too. Here's the double whammy. If you're a man on your purpose and on your grind and trying to get to higher levels in life, you got to realize the type of energy that you operating in. You're gonna push away most people. Most people are not going to gravitate towards you because they aren't doing the same things that you're doing in life. There are very few people. I lie to you not, when I go to work, I'm the most in shape person there. I'm the most in shape person there. Nobody else works out. Everybody likes to eat fast food. Everybody likes to drink soda. Everybody likes to make the excuse of why they should be doing what's worse for them. I don't make those excuses for myself. So guess what? I don't blend in with the sheep. It's like a double-edged sword. The higher you go, the less friends you will have. Some of the most successful people, they don't have friends. They don't keep people around. Why? Because you can't trust nobody. One, and let alone trust these bitch made ass dudes nowadays. Because a lot of these men out here, they're worse than a woman. And I lie to you not. I would trust a woman as my friend, as my protege, as my side by side before I trust a dude any day. Because a lot of these dudes, they just operating in feminine energy. They operating like women, catty, drama. Like, what happened to men? What happened to masculinity? What happened to just other men picking other men up? And I do this on this channel. As you see, I'm the last of a dying breed. Trust me, listen, guys. Trust and believe me when I say I'm the last of a dying breed. I am a rare breed. I'm a rare man. Trust and believe. There's a lot of there's a lot of hateful, demonic spirits walking around here that are not of, God, are not of the holiest place. And I'm not saying I'm a saint by a long shot, but I see. And that's why everything is, flipped upside down. That's why it is how it is. That's why men are failing. That's why, men don't have friends, especially for you men who are out here on your grind doing what you need to do. Don't even worry about the friends because more than likely it's never going to come. Because even when I've tried to seek out friends, okay, let me check this out. Let me let them in and see how this goes, and maybe I'm overthinking it. Nah, I'm never overthinking it. It is how I called it. And usually I am right. And it is how I called it. And the dude that I let in and, tried to be friends with him, he ended up being a bitch. It never fails. And some men, they can't handle your confidence. They can't handle your cockiness. They just can't handle your energy. They can't handle where you're going. They're jealous of what you are internally. It's not just about the external. Yeah, I look good external, but the external match the internal. Best believe it. Best believe it. And that's why men will probably continue to fail. because a lot of men are not built to do it solo dolo. A lot of men are not psychologically or mentally able to handle life or go through life alone as a lone wolf. So what it's going to come down to? It's going to come down to the strong will survive and the weak shall perish. Which one will you be? And that's an after pill. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.